Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Saga and today we'll be taking a look at VENX. VENX is one of the strongest physical attackers added in this patch with crazy amount of defenses as well, and it is slowly starting to creep up in the ladder as well and in the meta as well. People are starting to realize how good of a tem it is. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So coming up to pros for VENX, it has really strong damage, really crazy defenses, and it is bulky as hell. What I mean by that is 81 base attack, 81 base special defense, and 81 defense. On top of that, the traits give another cherry on the cake kind of coating for VENX to be more and more tanky. Now coming to cons, first big con that VENX has is basically slow base speed. With just 54 base speed, this thing is really slow. Even if you use a ninja jutsu, which is ultra prio, you can get outsped by a 3 prio going before you because you are so slow. So that is one thing you need to take care of. When you're low HP, you need to make decisions accordingly, and it can be tanked by mentals pretty easily. But anything other than mentals that is on field and you click a button on, you will hit like a truck, and trust me, you can believe me on that. Now moving on to traits, we have Barrier and Arcane Wrap. So Barrier is damage taken from physical techniques is reduced by 30%, and Arcane Wrap is damage taken from special techniques is reduced by 30%. So basically you can decide which one you want to go, and I would suggest either one is fine, but just take a look at the cons. What does it say? Tanked by mentals, right? And 80% of mentals in the game are special attackers. So my suggestion would be you go with the Arcane Wrap, because that is gonna make you tanky as well in terms of special attacking, special defense department, without investing any points in it, by the way. Now let's jump on to the moveset for VENX. My suggested moveset would be base jump, savage suplex, ninja jutsu, and sacrifice. And the item recommendation would be resistance badge. So usually what you want to do is very simple. You just do base jump twice, ninja jutsu, or savage suplex depending on your situation. If you do base jump twice and your HP is more than 50%, you should absolutely do savage suplex and then swap out and then bring it in whenever you require to do a ninja jutsu for an emergency kill. If you do base jump twice and you're really low HP, then you can just do ninja jutsu right then and there so that you get the maximum damage out. Coming to substitution moves, I would just recommend Strangle if you want, but you really do not want to go there. I think substitution item, I would say Wardrum, but nothing gets better than a resistance badge on a VENX, and you can go with that. It is pretty safe pick. Now let's jump on to some spread. So the spread I have for VENX would be fully aggressive but focusing on bulk. It will be 439 points in HP, 62 points in stamina, and 497 points in attack. 439 points in HP are just the leftover. 62 points in stamina is for base jump, and ninja jutsu. Ninja jutsu costs 32 stamina and suplex costs 28. So you can also do base jump, suplex if you want, or else you can go base jump, jutsu, and you will not overexert. 497 points in attack to just maximize as much damage as we can do. Now coming to allies for VENX, 𝗂𝗍𝗺, Raiken, and 𝗵𝗵𝗺 are probably the best allies for a VENX. Just because you have that synergy of 𝗬𝗀𝗄𝐻, you can do a lot of damage with that synergy from both of them. And the threats, it's very simple. Any mental attacker that is physical, because as I said earlier, you should be using Arcane Wrap trait because that will be saving you 30% less damage. So 𝗂𝗍𝗺 or 𝗬𝗀𝗄𝐻, be careful of them. They are physical mental attackers and they definitely hit a lot harder on VENX. Now some tips and tricks for VENX would be use your moves wisely because of the speed restrictions. Make sure to realize when you have to use ninja jutsu and when savage suplex, because they are two very important moves and you need to make sure that you hit them. Also, if you know that you are very slow, then you would rather just go for a ninja jutsu rather than a sacrifice. So make sure you know what priority you're playing, what your opponents are running, and what is the board situation of the speed. Second is don't take unnecessary fights. I have seen a lot of VENX try to challenge 𝗂𝗍𝗺 or 𝗬𝗀𝗄𝐻 in the face. Try to not do that. If you have a possible swap or an option in front of even a special attacking mental on the other side, do it. Just because you have Arcane Wrap does not mean that you take mental attacks in the face. you can just save VENX and use it later on some other special attack coming in, you know. And the third thing is use as a pivot. If you know there is a special attack coming in on a slot, VENX is probably the best swap in you can have to tank every special attack in the game, other than mentals, of course. If it's mental, it's gonna hit for 2x, but it's still not gonna hurt that hard. But try to use VENX as a pivot as well from time to time, so you can swap it in whenever it is required. That would be my take on VENX though, guys. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop down in the comments below which guide do you guys want next, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe and take care, guys.